Fireworks lit up the skies to welcome the new year, as the whole globe did. But Iran, the streets lit up for a very different reason. Anger, fear, and the hashtag echoing far beyond from the country's border. Free Iran. Hi, this is Navibal and you're watching TimesXP. As the world celebrated the new year, Iran's economy collapsed further. The rial crashed to a historic low against the US dollar. Prices surged overnight and daily life became unbearable for the millions of Iranis. On December 29th, shopkeepers pulled a down shutter, traders walked out, and students joined in. What began as an economic protest quickly turned into the streets and into the politics. Soon, slogans weren't just about inflations, they were about the power. At the same time, something else was happening online. A campaign calling for Free Iran exploded on the social media X platform. A famous news channel's team tracked over 270,000 protesters using Free Iran in just 7 days. More than 82,000 posts came from the United States, the West, and around 18,000 from the United Kingdom, again the West. The loudest voices weren't inside from the Iran, but they were from West, the outside. Hashtags like Free Iran, Iran Revolution, hashtag Free Iran 2026, and hashtag IRCG terrorists surged, reflecting competing visions, resistance, revolution, and regime change. Another slogan gained traction, hashtag No to Shah, No to Mullahs, rejecting both monarchy and the clerical system. This wasn't just about protest, it was a narrative warfare. The online push was amplified by the powerful figures abroad. US President Donald Trump issued a blunt warning, saying if Iran violently kills the peaceful protesters, the United States is locked and loaded. This message spread rapidly across the protest networks. Well, it exiled Iran's leader Reza Pahlavi, and he also weighed in, praising protesters as the true champions for Iran and unpurging continued resistance. Well, with the supporters calling it for a secular and democratic futures, even Iran's foreign ministers thought that it was Persian language account only to encourage the Iranian protesters. Iran's unrest was no longer just about the domestic. It had gone the global completely towards the West. But behind the hashtags and the statements are real people taking the real risk. Journalists covering the protest face grave dangers. In one chilling case, the wife of Mehdi Beg, a political editor of Iran's Ethmen newspaper, said that he went missing after heading to Tehran's bazaar to report. No updates, no answer. Just silence. Iran's streets are restless, its economy is broken, and the story is now being told and contested far beyond its border, probably in the West. The moment isn't just about the protest, it's about who controls the future narrative for Iran. Its people, or maybe the power speaking for them. So, now comes a major question. When a revolution trends take online, the repression happens offline. And who really pays the price? Tell us what you think in the comments.